This is my girlfriend. When I met her over a year ago, she loved sport bikes. But ever since we started seeing each other, I've managed to pull her over to the supermoto side. I even convinced her enough to buy an enduro bike of her own, with the hopes of one day converting it into a supermoto. But that was over a year ago, and since then she has ridden her bike off-road and having a blast. But recently she got her driver's license, so she figured that it was finally time to rebuild her bike into a supermoto. And that is exactly what we're doing today. So with this said, let's begin the build. Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on Ice Moto. Today we are going to rebuild my girlfriend's Husaberg 250 into a supermoto. Now my girlfriend has already made some things on the bike, because this was not how it looked when she bought it. When she bought the bike it looked completely stock. She had the original plastics on the bike and everything was stock. So she has already changed out the plastics for white ones. She has also powder coated her spring as well as her foot pegs to a black with some glitter color. So it looks really good. And she has the Ice Moto swing arm as well. Now she bought a bike about 1 year ago, and ever since then she has ridden the bike enduro, but a couple of weeks ago she got her driver's license, so she figured that it was time to buy some supermoto wheels and convert it into a supermoto. So in today's video we're going to rebuild the bike from an enduro bike to a supermoto. We got supermoto wheels, so a new headlight and some other parts to make it a supermoto. Are you excited for the video? Yes, so let's begin the build. So here are the wheels. She went with the same brand as me because they are the cheapest. I don't know if I recommend these wheels. I had a friend that had a crack in the hubs on the wheel, so it's not the best wheel, but yeah, I mean it works. She went with the silver hubs and I went with the black ones. It's gonna be interesting to see how the silver ones fit on this bike. But I mean, she has the white plastics and she will get a decal kit later, so I think it's gonna look really good. She also bought a brand new sprocket for this build, a 48 2-fed, so she can ride on the highway. But I don't know how it works to ride a 250 on the highway, so it's gonna be interesting to try out the bike later in the video. Okay, now the biggest problem, finding out which spacer to use. This part is so annoying. I don't know how this is gonna go, but what the hell? It might be like this. Yeah, it's like that. So I think this is correct, but I guess we're gonna find out. You know, so I have tried all the spacers with the front wheel axle and none of this fit. I don't know why they do this with all the spacers. It's so annoying, but yeah, this one's fit for the front axle but not for the rear axle. So my calculations have figured out that it should be these ones. Then we got a right and a left one, and this is the left one. So this one goes in here, just like that. And then the right one goes in here, just like that. I need some gloves. Alright, now we're gonna put on the front wheel. This is the ultimate rage bait, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. Firstly, we're gonna take these front things apart a little bit, because she has a new brake disc. Okay, now we're gonna grease it before we put it in. Okay, now, and hopefully now the spacers fit and all. Okay, now the ultimate rage bait. Let's begin this here. So far so good. So it went surprisingly good actually. Or we're not finished yet, I should not jinx it. Yeah. So that was the problem. Now it's inside. Now you do have grease on your new front disc, so your front brake won't work, but you don't need brakes, then you slow you down. The front wheel is now on, as you can see, and I think it works. Yeah, it spins and it brakes. So now it's time for the ultimate rage bait, the rear wheel. So let's see how it goes. I hate my life right now, but let's do this. Okay, so far so good. What? Yes!
Oh my god!
On the first try, in one take.
On your own bike, it took like 3 hours when we did it.
Yeah, but on this one it was smooth. Okay, we have to remove one link. So annoying. Oi. Bye bye. Okay, now so both the wheels are on as well as the chain. Now what's left is that we have to firstly remove this ugly ass plate holder. She can't be riding around like this. Secondly, we have to take away some plastics on these ones because the front wheel are rubbing on it. And then we're also gonna change out the headlight from that ugly one to that good looking one. But yeah, it looks really good. So let's begin. Alright, so it's now the next day and the bike is finally finished. So let's take a little bit of a look at it. I have to say it turned out really good. I really like the whole white plastics theme on this bike, except for the OG Ice Moto stickers. We're gonna have to remove them soon, but for this video, let's just keep them for the nostalgia. Okay, so what has she done on the bike? Firstly, when she bought it, she powder coated her spring as well as her foot pegs. So they are black with the glitter on them, and I think it looks a lot better with the black spring than the yellow one. So that is a huge upgrade. She has also some bar ends right here, as you can see. But unfortunately one of them has fallen off, so that is quite sad. We also fixed up the rear license plate, so it looks a lot better now than before, because yeah, before it looked awful, but I mean, yeah, now it looks a lot better. But I would like to see her putting her license plate in the wheelhouse, because yeah, that looks a lot better, but we will see. One thing that's really cool is that this bike has the same plastics as I used to have on my 125cc. So the reason why she has white plastics right now is because I had some extra plastics when I sold my 125, so I gave them to her, so yes. But if you guys like this video, we might do a second part of this build and put on some decals and a bunch of other parts on the bike to make it look even better. Neither of us can afford a real FMF, so we're gonna put on a FMF sticker and fake it.
But it sounds really good, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, her bike sounds really good. Let's hear it. Let's hear it out. Yes! Okay, so now we're gonna do the first ride ever with my girlfriend, with me on my bike and hers on her bike. It's going to be really fun to finally ride besides her. We have ridden once, but with her on the E-ride and me on my 450. But it's gonna be fun to see how it rides when we both are on real bikes. So yeah, we're gonna meet up some friends right now and do some wheelies on the streets. And maybe I can teach Mrs. Moto right here how to wheelie. So let's begin. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh, I have not ridden for 2 weeks. Whoa! About 2 weeks ago, the Frihamnen meet was, you know, when you ride hundreds or even thousands of mopeds in Stockholm city. Anyways, about 2 weeks ago, I was at that meet, and during that day I had a 40-degree fever. So after the Frihamnen meet, I was sick for a whole week straight, so I couldn't ride anything then. And then after that week, I went to my summer place, so I haven't ridden then either. But now I'm finally back on the bike, and it's gonna be so fun to finally hit the streets and do some wheelies. And I get a lot of questions of when I'm gonna upload the Frihamnen video. As I just said, I was really sick that day, so I don't know how good the footage was, but I'm gonna try and upload that video quite soon. Maybe it will be the video after this one, or I might do the second part of the bike build after this video. We will see. Oh yes, SUPERMOTO. Oj! Miss input! My friend 3D printed this bar ends, which looks really good. So I don't have to spend money on them. He just gave me them, which is very nice. SUPERMOTO has the SUPERMOTO bar ends.
I need a cheeseburger.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the drive-thru with our SUPERMOTOs. Should we drop down there? Can you do it?
You might just try.
Yes, I can begin and try to do it. Now it's SUPERMOTO's turn. Ooh. 1 million beers.
1 million beers and
cheeseburger.
big.
Alright, now we're gonna head to a stunt spot. So we're gonna try out my girlfriend's 250 bike. I have tried a wheelie with it and it's so fun because it has less power than the 450. So you can play around with the throttle a lot more than with the 450. Yes, the bike looks so clean. Oh no! No! Mrs. Moto! We lost one man or one girl. We got Supertrallan! Vill du köra drag race?
Jag kommer förlora.
Nej, vi får se, vi kör
Jag vet
drag.
inte ens hur man gör drag race.
Det står still. Växel i. Okay, I'm gonna do a drag race against Mrs. Moto. 450 Ice Moto versus 250 beginner rider. Rev and pray. Oh! Oh my god! You did your first wheelie! Some person commented on my video that I do have launch control on my bike, so I'm gonna try it. He said pull in both, so it blinks, and now it's supposed to be launch control. I'm gonna have my foot on my rear brake and try and do it. It was not launch control. He scammed me. He wanted to kill me. He wrote to me in the comments, hold in the clutch and rev the bike fully, and then release the clutch and the bike will go forward. I think he tried to murder me. Try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Nope. He wanted to kill me. Hello there. I cannot wait to put on my new seat cover because I can't ride with this one. I'm just hanging onto the handlebar. So me and Mrs. Moto are just gonna take a short sunset ride before we go home and cook some dinner and just ride around and have a chill time. So I guess that this was it for this video. So comment down below if you want to see more videos on my girlfriend's bike and maybe another build video, and I can make it happen. Hello, no, goodbye. So yeah, with this said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and goodbye.